Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Art with Toys back with another action figure review, this time on the Chirrut Imwe action figure from the Rogue One, a Star Wars Stories movie. Again, this is a Star Wars Black Series figure, so stay tuned. Alright, taking a look at the box, you got your typical Star Wars Black Series box in the black and red. You have the character here displayed in the window, bow staff on the left, character in the center, crossbow weapon on the right. You have the image of the character down here, really kind of a neat sketch look. On the bottom here you have your Hasboro logo, as well as the character's name, the age, and the warning. On this side you have number 36, Chirrut Imwe, the assortment number again. On the back you get the character's write-up, as well as the character's write-up in a few other languages. 36 and the assortment number again on the top right. Some additional information, as well as your Disney logo and Hasbro. On this side, not a whole lot going on. You got Chirrut Imwe and then Chirrut written across the side. The top is your Star Wars Black Series logo, and then on the bottom is some more legal information. So now that we got the box out of the way, let's get this guy open and look at the accessories. Alright, taking a look at the two accessories that come with Chirrut. So you're going to have his bow staff, which he uses in the film. Pretty neat. It's got a lot of detail here in the wood. Two metal pieces here, and then, you know, I did kind of notice that this thing comes apart, which seems to be pretty typical for a lot of the bow staffs when they come with the figure. So I've seen that with a couple of Donatello figures, as well as the previously reviewed Deathstroke figure, so that looks pretty good. And then the only other accessory that he comes with is this crossbow weapon that he uses when he is doing like the long range shooting. This part here will twist, and then these guys kind of open up. And yeah, this looks pretty nice. Good mold. It's a little bent out of the packaging, so I might have to heat that up, but you got kind of a mixture of colors here, like almost like a, I guess you'd call it like a caramel looking color with some golds and some grays. But this is not bad. Alright, so now we got the accessories out of the way, let's take a look at the figure. Alright, so taking a look at Chirrut out of the packaging, and I gotta say this figure looks pretty good. I think he looks pretty close to the actor that portrayed the character in the movie, in the Rogue One movie. So yeah, I like this guy. So taking a look at some of the details here, so you know, starting at the head, you're going to get kind of this detail in the hair, which I like. You get kind of this cowlick in the back, so pretty neat there. Coming around the front, good head sculpt. You know, with the eyes, you're going to get kind of the white with the baby blue, or kind of that milky blue pupil. So again, he is a blind character. The upper torso is going to have kind of this gi look to it. So here you're going to have kind of this loose sleeve with the forearm kind of exposed. Over here you're going to have more of the full sleeve. You got a band here, as well as like some electronics on this side. You got the belt coming across the front, and just some stuff stored here, as well as the more of the electronics here. On the back, you're going to get kind of this you know, cape piece, or you know, kind of cloth that's draped down. And this, what's cool about this is it's pliable. And what I also like about this is when you're trying to get them in some dynamic martial arts poses, this kind of acts almost like as a tripod. So that's a pretty cool feature, and it comes in handy. Looking at the lower body, you're going to get the two sets of fabric here. So you get this black fabric as well as the red, and they're layered on. You get some nice paint deco here with some nice clean lines of red and white, so that looks really good. And not much more going on in the back with that piece. You use, again, more of the soft goods and more of the upper body, the black piece there. And then the lower body, or the legs, are going to have kind of these baggy pants with some wrinkles in them, and they're sculpted in there. And then he's got these gray boots. Looking at the figure's articulation, you're going to get some up movement with him. You're going to get some pretty good down movement. You're going to get the side to side and a tiny bit of pivot in there. So you have that. Shoulders are going to move out pretty far, So I like that. No bicep swivel. There is a swivel at the elbow. This is a single jointed elbow. There's no forearm swivel. There is a swivel at the wrist. This wrist will move down pretty good. It won't move up that well because you have these two pieces that connect to make the electronics. On this side with the forearm exposed, you get kind of the roll of the dice motion there. So that works out well. He's gonna have the same elbow swivel as well as the wrist swivel. And he has a trigger finger for the crossbow gun that he uses. You're gonna have some ab crunch forward, a little bit back. You're gonna have a twist at the ab, and it's all hidden by the soft goods. The character's legs will kick forward about that much. They won't kick back a whole lot. You know, again, once you further get back, they start to split out. He's got the upper thigh swivel here, so that works pretty well. He's got the double jointed knees, so those go back pretty far. He doesn't have any boot rotation or upper leg rotation here, or lower leg rotation rather. At the boot though, he's going to have the back and the forth. He's going to have the ankle pivot. So the ankle pivot's more or less going to be your boot rotation. So between the ankle pivot as well as the upper thigh rotation, that's going to be your primary source of being able to get him in the dynamic martial arts poses. You're going to be able to use those more or less to get kind of the balancing going on with him. So. But yeah, all in all, this looks like a great figure. So looking at Chirrut, he is going to stand at about just under 6 inches. One thing I wanted to mention was storage of the weapons for Chirrut. So he doesn't really have, you know, like a storage spot for these things, but you can actually get his bow staff down here if you want. So he could carry that around, and that kind of looks similar, I think, to the movie. And then also, you have this piece here. I've seen people kind of tuck it into the strap here for him to carry it around. I notice when you do that though, you tend to kind of want to pop this piece out, and it just clips back in if it does pop out. But I think you could kind of just squeeze it in there like so, and that doesn't look too bad. So he's ready for war. He's ready to rebel. But anyway, just some ideas for you if you wanted to kind of get his accessories or his weapons on him. Alright, and here's Chirrut next to some of the fellow Rebellion members here. So you got Jen Urso, you got K2SO. So obviously I think I like to scale that. She's slightly shorter than he is. I don't know if it really picks up on the camera well. Obviously K2SO is a large figure, a large character, so he's going to tower over them. Then you got your Death Trooper here, and then the older Black Series Darth Vader right there. So he scales in nicely, looks great with these figures. And again, for your size comparison, here is Chirrut next to some other bow staff carrying bows. So you got your NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, Donatello, your SH Figure Arts Bruce Lee, your DC Icons Deathstroke, and your Black Series Darth Maul. So he scales in nicely with these guys, and you know, if you wanted to add another bow staff carrying person, not necessarily a bro, you could get Rey in there, and she might fit nicely. And that's it. That is my review of Chirrut Imwe from Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. Again, I like this character in the movie, so now you know, I was really excited to pick up this figure. I know Disney Store sells a version of this guy. He's the Elite Series, made a die cast. Those are great figures, that though they don't allow for the articulation that you may want when you're doing figure photography or just trying to get your figures displayed in dynamic poses and things of that nature, which this guy would be in one. But yeah, I mean, I haven't seen him at retailers quite yet. I'm sure he is out there, but I got this guy at WonderCon. Black Series, just like Marvel Legends, tend to retail for about $20. I have seen them in the $23 range as well. I'd probably pay that for this guy just because he's a cool figure. But hey, I highly recommend this guy. I haven't had any issues with him really yet. Probably my biggest gripe would be just having the double jointed elbows, but other than that, I think that I'm pretty much happy with this figure. So if you can, if you find him, pick him up, let him breathe, and have fun. I'm out. Thanks, everybody.